Everyone thinks they know me. The doe-eyed teenager in ruffled collars, the trembling bride in a 25-foot train, the sad princess trapped in a golden cage. They saw the headlines, the smiles, the tears, and thought they understood me. They didn't. I was never just the fairy tale. I was the interruption, the disruption, the reminder that even palaces are made of people. And people break. When I walked into the royal family at 20, I was supposed to disappear into it, to become part of the institution. Quiet, polished, decorative. My job was to smile, wave, and keep my opinions to myself. But grief doesn't care about crowns. Loneliness doesn't vanish behind velvet drapes. I was surrounded by people and yet utterly alone. I cried out for help and they handed me protocol. I sought love and they offered duty. Yes, I struggled. Yes, I hurt. I battled bulimia. I battled postpartum depression. And worst of all, I battled invisibility. But I wasn't weak. I was feeling. I was awake. And I refused to numb myself just to make others comfortable. They said I was too emotional, too dramatic, too much. But if I was too much, then maybe the world was too little. I started to realize something. If they were going to chase me, film me, frame me, then maybe I could reframe myself. Let the cameras come, let the tabloids run wild. I'll give them something worth seeing. They wanted gossip, I gave them purpose. They wanted scandal, I gave them truth. They wanted a fragile princess, I gave them a woman who would walk through a minefield in Angola to prove that no child's life should end because of forgotten war. I didn't just show up. I showed up for people the world had cast aside. AIDS patients, landmine victims, the mentally ill, the lonely, the grieving. I touched the hands others feared. I held dying children. I wept in public and meant every tear. I used every inch of that spotlight to shine it on others. And the establishment didn't like it. I was too visible, too popular, too uncontrollable. They thought divorcing me would dim the flame, but I only burned brighter. After the divorce, I was no longer Her Royal Highness, but I was more powerful than ever. I was no longer a representative of the monarchy. I was a woman of the world. They called me the People's Princess, as if that was some consolation prize. But they were right. I belonged to the people. Not because I had to, because I chose to. I didn't need a title to be relevant. I didn't need a prince to be strong. I was my own force, in heels, eyeliner, and unrelenting empathy. But I paid the price. The press never stopped chasing me. They feasted on me, then mourned me. And even in death, they couldn't let go of their narrative. So here's the truth. I wasn't a symbol. I wasn't a victim. I wasn't perfect. I was a mother, a humanitarian. A woman who refused to be silenced. I loved fiercely, especially my boys. I told them to be more than royal, to be real, to be kind, to be bold. Because the world doesn't need more figureheads, it needs more hearts. So don't remember me as the girl behind the glass. Remember me as the woman who shattered it. I wasn't the fairy tale. I was the revolution, and I'd do it all again.